What's going on today, guys? Alright, so today we are going to be reviewing the Trials of the Nine Relentless Pulse Rifle. Alright, so this pulse rifle is a long-range, slow-firing, and high-damage pulse rifle. The key factors of this pulse rifle is the fact that it comes with Headseeker. Headseeker was a great perk in Year 1 Destiny. It enables you to get more precision damage after you get a few body shots. Downfall is you have to get body shots to get more precision damage, so might as well just get more precision damage. I'm hovering over the Slideways perk because I think it's retarded. I do not think this perk should exist on certain weapons. Scout rifles and pulse rifles, it should not exist. They should have added a better perk, such as high caliber rounds as an intrinsic perk or something like that. Don't give it a perk that is useless that nobody is going to pick. I don't know anybody who's going to pick Slideways over Headseeker. If you're talking other things, other types of weapons, it's one thing. Alright, so we're looking at the Astern D right now as just a direct comparison of the same archetype. Or as you can see there, it's pretty much better stat-wise in every single way, with the exception of the faster aim down sights and Headseeker. But it's got more range, more stability, more handling, and I didn't change a thing about it. So that being said, why is the Trials of the Nine one special when you gotta actually work to get it instead of a drop, when there's other pulse rifles out there that are the same? Or if you look at the Disrespectful Stare, it had high caliber rounds, and it was slightly better in every single way with base stats. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the actual gameplay. Alright, so moving on to the actual gameplay, you will notice one substantial thing about this gun is that you have to stay back. You have to take your time, pace your shots, and kind of play the long range game, which a lot of people don't want to do because you really don't have to do that as much with Mida. It generally shoots through walls occasionally. You can combat decently up close with it. And you just can't do that with this weapon, especially with the auto rifle meta being so strong right now. I tried to take a shot up close and was destroyed by an Origin Story, a Pariah, a number of other weapons. And so instead, it just wasn't effective. And I hated playing this way. I hated playing so far back. If I'm sniping, that's one thing because I want to get a feed or I want to get something. Because snipers are meant to be back. That's not camping. That's what they're meant to do in real life and in video games. Stay back. And in this, I hated staying back. I felt like you were at such a disadvantage and you didn't know the window between Mida range and auto rifle range and getting in that crispy spot in between where you were more effective than a Mida up closer, but not so close to where an auto rifle shreds immediately. So I was really disappointed in that. So as you can see here, these are not the best clips. The best clips are at the end. So if you want to see those, I would suggest skipping to around about the 5-minute mark or something like that. They are a little bit better of noticeable, and at the beginning right there. But I mean, in general, I couldn't get feeds with this. I couldn't get amazing amount of kills with this because the time to kill was so low. It was terrible in comparison to the base meta weapons right now. I took it into a game of competitive. I will say that. I took it into a game like 3 a.m. last night of competitive when I was playing with some buddies and ended up wrecking with this thing. It was so good. I played the range card and I was out dueling Midas. I had to strafe like a mofo, but I was out dueling Midas and it was really a fun time because I was using my distance to my advantage, the burst, and then I would peek out of cover, pop a burst into them, peek into cover, and it was just, they couldn't counter it. But I tried to go into a lot of matches today, and in between lag and everything else, you could see the rounds just now shooting through that building. Like they went through the building on the screen. We're just not creating this video well. I am trying to kind of harness my KD right now, so I can't go into too many matches and get shit on. I've been working really hard to get it to a 3.0 KAD. And yeah, just sitting there and getting crapped on is not so much fun. So as you can see here, I mean, this just needs to be fixed. Like, I'm behind a wall and I peek out for like 2 seconds, and I'm still getting hit the moment I go back into the wall. And then the same dude's shooting like at someone else immediately. So I don't really get like Destiny physics anymore. After playing so many trials matches over the last few days and getting shot through walls, it's ridiculous. You could see the range right there, though. That's what I want to see. Is that it did 22 to the head, and that was pretty damn good. And I believe since it's a Hawkeye, excuse me, it's a 4-burst gun. So 22 to the head, that's not bad. You're going to do 88 damage. This dude gets wrecked. Love those pulse grenades. You're going to do 88 damage for a 1 burst. That's pretty damn good. But it's still not a 2-burster. It's not even really, it's a 2.5 burst if you're lucky. Most times you have to put 3 burst in, which seems crappy because if you're going to do that, you might as well just go something more consistent like Nightshade or something like that. I would suggest staying away from this. If you would like to try it, you know, by all means. But you can see, like, even people standing still, the amount of rounds you have to put into somebody. I mean, he was strafing. He wasn't standing still. It's just, it's ridiculous comparatively. You know, normally someone peeks out with Mida and it's like, dude, dead. Versus this was just not. I still had a good game, a good KD. I had to play way too safe. This is where the weapon shines. When the opponent is not facing you at all and not firing in your general direction. That's where this weapon shines. It doesn't shine when you're actually doing 1v1s. There's occasions where I did really good, and there's occasions where I just got pooped on. But with saying that, I do want to say that you can come out on top. Just know your distance, know your range, and don't try to get into situations you can't win knowingly. I mean, if you know that their Mida and their strafing aim is stronger than yours, step back, relax, and figure something out to get a little bit closer on that Mida so you can 3-burst them. Make sure your reticle is always in the right spot. I did that a lot because I was not used to playing with pulse rifles like this. So my reticle was not in the right spot. And then this guy, where the fuck did that second guy come from? Don't even know. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know I apologize for only killing a few people with this weapon. Trust me, I tried. I went into about 5-6 different games, and it was just a bitch to get some kills. Killed him out of the air. I loved it because I don't know what was wrong with that guy, but he loved being in the air, as disadvantaged as it was. I should have killed him with the pulse rifle, but I'm so used to switching, getting the cleanup kill, and it's just how I play so I can be consistent on all my classes. I'm not one of those people that has one class and sticks to it. I usually switch all the time, so it's very hard for me to be as consistent if I don't practice one way. All right, so I'm going to let this last little bit of footage play out. Throw some music on. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. It definitely helps the channel grow. We're growing a little bit each day, and it means a lot. Thank you guys. Stay awesome. Until next time, Deathstroke out.
fighting eyes. I'm so high, be watching while I'm mesmerized. Fighting eyes. I'm so high, be watching while I'm mesmerized. Fighting eyes. I'm so high, be watching while I'm mesmerized. Fighting eyes. I'm so high, be